There's chat. Okay. All right. So looks like you guys are doing okay. And matter of fact, the module 1, kind of very basic. Module 2, there's still a lot of formatting, editing, right? So that's where we are. So let's go over module 2. And let me share my screen in just a second. Let me just share all of my screen, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Looks good?
Yes, I can see the screen.
All righty. There we go. That's a Georgia view, module 2. So I'm just looking at the couple of items from the top. That basically summarize for module 2. Let me just zoom in a little bit. There you go. So as you can see, still a lot of those steps are simple, basic. Inserting color, background images, working with fonts, and beginning to have some formulas and functions. We had a sum and average in module 1. We have a sum and count actually in module 1. Module 2, we begin to use average function. Then, matter of fact, there are a lot of formatting with numbers, including currency and percentages, and date and times, and alignment, indent, rotation, merging multiple cells into one, applying cell style, copy and paste using format painter. I think that's from the word 2. Find and replace textile formatting. That's same thing as the word, same thing that we have seen. And something different is conditional formatting right here. So using conditional formatting is a little different from other modules and pretty useful as well. So we're going to take a look at some of that. And format worksheets for printing. So let me switch to actually let me switch to the campus section because I have some good examples there. Basically, campus section runs exactly same textbook, but slightly different examples, okay? Because there, I can show a bunch of different examples, unlike online section. And I don't know, some reason they need those examples for instances. Some of our students couldn't get those percentages calculations at all, just using division calculation, just few students are still hard to grasp those ideas. So that's why I had to run those class exercise 2A. Again, this is the campus section, so it's nothing to do with this section. But those two class exercises are just finding percentages. Even 2C, that's as well, so including some, let me show you what I mean. So something like this. So that's what I did in campus section, finding percentage in terms of profit margin. You have revenue in this year, then you have expenses. So what are the profit margin in terms of difference between revenue and expenses? So that's what we did, just find the difference between these two numbers and divide by the revenue. Right? So trying to help them, get back to those math skills they should have. Then again, this is a percentage of total. So we have multiple departments, budget. Then you find the total for whole department. Then you calculate percentage of each department budget by dividing by total budget. So that's another percentage we did. And this one is just average, it looks like. Yeah. So using average function. Now we begin to use conditional formatting. So I'm going to show you conditional formatting later. So I just thought, give you some idea of what we have done in the classroom. But again, using Excel to find percentages and simple calculations, I think is most popular exercise. We do all the time, but somehow, there's a little bit of confusion when it comes to the finding percentage. And also class exercise 2C, what they did was again, still working on percentage, but they have a group work, like two team members, and come up with a scenario, kind of what they call real world scenario, so that they can create a table so they can apply this idea of percentage. For example, you have a product, you have an old price, and you want to increase by whatever percent, then what's going to be new price? So you need to enter the formula into this blank. So they need to create this kind of scenario, but not just copying this scenario, but creating new scenarios, like applying salary, applying a case of tax calculation based on the income, and shopping discount, and the grade calculation in terms of your exam grade and all that. So that's what we did in this exercise, working with percentage. So that's why we did it. Then they go into assignment, working on case problems. So let me take a look at assignment, by the way. This is the second part of assignment. I think it's case problem 2, module 2. And this is already done. And in case you haven't done that, this is what you're going to get, assuming you've successfully finished. And this is using a conditional formatting, okay? For example, the idea of this problem is that because we have so many color templates, a little bit hard to grab right away, but column A is hours, column B through H is Sunday through Saturday, and number indicates how many seconds a customer need to wait to get support. So this is a call center. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to color all these numbers in terms of seconds, and the higher number gets a darker color, the lower number will get a lighter color. So they're trying to find where is the time, what kind of problem they have in terms of specific day, specific time. So as you can see in the middle right here, Monday, Tuesday, like around noon time is the busiest time, right? And then, of course, weekends have a lighter color, or even it's like a green, dark green indicates lower number indicating short seconds. So that's what we are trying to do. And in terms of what you need to do is you're going to highlight all these numbers, only the numbers, not the days and all that. Then let me just zoom out a little bit. Then we're going to go to conditional formatting in the toolbar right here. That's Home tab, conditional formatting. Then we're going to go to highlight cell. Then we're going to go to greater than. So actually, let me see here. Okay. So in terms of, we need to use the between for 4 different categories, and one of them is larger than 90 and the other one is less than 22. Okay, so 90, 22. So what you're going to do is, assuming there's a no color, but it's already there, but I'm going to go ahead, click greater than, then I'm going to type it in 90. What we're trying to do is we're trying to color numbers greater than 90. Okay, the color should be darkest. So if the color is not listed here, then we go to custom format. Then we go to fill. Then you pick up the color indicated in the step. Let's say that's the black, then you select the black, then you click OK, then you click OK as well. Then it's going to color appear in that particular cell with that same condition. The condition meets the number which is greater than 90. Okay, so that's why you did. That's what you need to do in terms of greater than. What about less than? The same thing. If you go to highlight, there's a less than condition. Then all you do is just enter the number you're supposed to have. Let's say there's 20. Then again, depending on the color indicated there, then you choose the color. Then you click OK. So once you do that, then it's going to appear the first 2 colors. Then rest of the condition, I think, is between. So if we go back, don't forget to highlight to go back, conditional formatting. Then this time we're going to go to between, okay, because that's what the condition says. We're going to highlight and color for those values between whatever first number and second number. Then here's the color we're going to apply. Probably it's not in the list. Then we go to custom format and the field. Then you select that particular color. Then click OK. Then click OK again. So as you're doing those conditions one by one, and all this area will get the color as you can see, right? Once you finish all 6, 7 different colors, then you'll see all this fill out with appropriate colors. So that's the idea of this exercise. Just practice how to use this conditional formatting. Okay. However, under conditional formatting, there are many other things we can use. Not only highlight certain cells based on conditions like greater than, less than, between. We can do the equal to certain value, or even we can work with a text. It doesn't have to be number, meaning that you can test whether cell containing words like weight. So what's going to happen is Excel will check any of those cells containing the word weight, and if there's a match, then it'll apply whatever the color you indicated here. Okay, so which is nice feature. Then we also have a top and bottom rules. so that you can again highlight and color with whatever, with the top 10 items, meaning the highest value from the top. You can do top 10 or top 5, top 3, depending on how many you want it. Then you again select whatever color. Okay. Same thing applies to the percent. You can do top whatever percent and bottom whatever number of percent. Okay. And the other one we have seen here is above average. Okay, so you don't have to know the average, even though, let's say you have like hundreds of numbers, right? You want to highlight those number above average. We don't know the average, but we just want to highlight. Then you're going to use this above average. So you don't have to calculate average, but because we just want to highlight. Same thing, below average, it'll highlight all those numbers below average. Okay. So that's what you're going to do under top bottom rules. And we also have a data bar, simply just applying this bars, kind of horizontal bars. For example, let me highlight the conditional formatting data bars, then you can apply something like that. So that the higher number get the longer bars. Okay. So that's the data bars. Then we have a color scale, one different combination of colors and templates. Then we can also apply icon sets that works like a data bar. So only difference is use the particular icon sets or symbols, instead of bars. So that's what you're going to use under conditional formatting. Okay. Again, highlight cells and top and bottom. Right? So any questions? Oh, wait. Any questions? All right. Let's see what else we have it here in module 2. So again, that's the second part of assignment, but the first part is rather pretty much straightforward. So which is case problem 1, and the file name is inventory. And then you should have something like this. Then I think you're allowed to use the count function for column B over here. Then you need to just sum. You need to use the average. So only column that you need to be careful should be column G, because we want to find the reorder value, which is checking the stock, the current stock, and then you need to order at some point, which is 20. So let's take a look. There's a product. Each row indicate product. So this particular product has a 19 in stock, but you need to reorder when the quantity reach 20. So that's why it is F and H, right? So you want to check whether this number go below after you have subtraction. For example, F10 minus H10. If you have a negative, then you need to, if you have a positive, if you have a positive, you need to order. So that's, did I say the other way around? Yeah, the other way around. If you have a negative, then you need to place an order, for example. So. And then I think we don't have any other calculations.
I do have a question about
Sure.
number 7, part C. And it says to use the count function to determine the total number of items in the warehouse. When I use the count function, I don't believe it's giving me the answer that they want.
Yeah, when you apply count function, you need to apply to column with a number. For example, column F or column E, not to column D or C, because those are the non-numbers, right? So count function can be used in the only column with the numbers.
Right. So when I use it in column F, it only seems to count the number of rows. It does not count the value of the number in the quantity in stock. So when I use, I'm sorry.
So what's your answer? What you got once you have the count function? Is that 382?
Yeah, that's what I got for the count function, but I don't think that's the answer they want in the book. I think they want the total number of items in the warehouse, and that would be all of those numbers added together. That would be the sum function, right?
No, that's the inventory item. How many items? Count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the count function. Yeah.
That's 382.
Yeah. So that's the count function you need to use. But inventory value, that's the sum function, right?
Right.
That comes from column G.
Okay, I misspoke when I said value. I meant the value of the number in the quantity of stock, 19, 23, 37, and so forth. The count function does not add all those together. So therefore, it does not give you the total number of items in the warehouse. It just gives you the total number of names of items.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what they want? 382?
Exactly. Okay. That's what they wanted. Yes. Not the total number of quantity, but how many products, what kind of product you have, for example. Yeah, that's what they wanted. All right, good question. Any other questions?
I have one.
Sure.
Same assignment, but for the step where you have to add headers and footers. Yeah, sometimes I'm having trouble with where there's one where you only have to have a header on the first page, but the footer is on all pages. Sometimes I'm having trouble with that, where sometimes the header is on all pages. So yeah, that's my question.
Header should have in all pages, I believe. So I'm in documentation. So you go to page layout. There's a header. And if you go to toolbar right here, it's kind of small, but right there. But you have header, footer, you can go back and forth between. Same thing, inventory, I have a header, I also have a footer at the bottom. Are you using Mac or a different or Windows?
I have the Mac version.
Oh, Mac. Okay. I think header footer should not be issue, even though it's Mac. So what you're saying is some worksheets don't have header at all?
Well, for this assignment, there's one where you have to add like the file name on the left side and
Yeah.
your name and the day on the right side, but only on the first page.
But not in the inventory?
Oh, it's on the inventory sheet,
Yeah.
I think, but yeah.
What about documentation? Do you see the header?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Then it's okay. Is it not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I do know how to add headers and footers. I just had some trouble with ones where they only have to be on the first page or all pages.
Well, other than that particular step, every time we submit Excel file in this class, you need to insert your name in the header, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
you don't have to enter every page, but probably better just enter in the first page.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you need to make sure you insert your name in every file you're submitting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Anybody else? Questions? Issues? All right. I'm going to stop sharing. All right. I guess we have a question. Oh, no question. Okay. That's good. Recording? Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'll try to get on post it by tomorrow. Okay. Give me 1 second. So as you can see in the announcement, I posted a video tutorial for case problem 2, module 2, so you can watch. However, I think a couple of files, I don't know whether this particular one, but I probably used the older data file. So data file look a little different, but in terms of the formulas, calculations are exactly same as our textbook. So just look out. But if you have any questions, you can always let me know. All right. Then don't forget about discussions. That's due 31st. Okay, January 31st. So you go to discussion board, then read the prompt and answer the questions. Okay.